Here with reaction, Republican Congressman Matt Gaetz and author of the book, A Lot Like Me, radio talk show host Larry Elder. Let's start with you, Congressman Gaetz. Okay, so we got more plagiarism from sleepy, creepy, crazy Uncle Joe. More.
Yeah, we could even get a new nickname. We could call him Plagiarizing Joe Biden. But look, I mean, Joe Biden once bragged that foreign leaders were calling, asking him to run for president, and now we know why. The Biden plan would unilaterally disarm the American economy, exporting carbon-based jobs to emerging economies where they're not going to put off their own prosperity for a generation for any environmental concern. Now, I do believe the climate's changing. I think that humans have an impact on it, but the right approach is the one taken by President Trump to stand up for American innovation by putting tariffs on the Chinese when they steal our intellectual property and hollow out American businesses. So I think that has far more to do with the ultimate environmental consequence, protecting the American innovator, than trying to regulate our way through this challenge with a plan that Joe Biden didn't even write. His staffers went and took it off of media reports and other interest group websites. I mean,
they stole the whole thing.
Isn't it such a signal of where the Biden campaign is? I mean, I was watching that video, Sean. I might use it later tonight to put myself to sleep. It was so boring.
You know, Larry, for the first time, because of the president's deregulation, for the first time in 75 years, we are energy independent, and for the first time in 75 years, a net exporter of energy. That means we don't have to get on our hands and knees and beg countries that hate us that artificially control the price of the lifeblood of our economy. It also means that if we outproduce Russia and we can get our energy over to our allies in Western Europe, guess what? We're going to bring Putin and his hostile regime, that hostile actor, to his knees. And in the meantime, we're going to raise the standard of living of every American, because even truck drivers for energy companies are being trained and making $80,000 to $100,000 a year, and that's starting pay with no overtime.
Well, that's right. And Joe Biden's problem, of course, is that the economy is doing well under Donald Trump. We had 3% GDP growth last year. During the Obama years, not one year, 3% GDP growth. The first president to preside over a recovery without at least 3% GDP growth. But Biden has lots of problems. He's got a 40-year track record. He's going to have to defend this vote for the war of Iraq.
He's got a lot of issues involving race. Larry Elder, you follow. I think you could cite it by heart, by rote.
But the number one problem that Joe Biden has, Sean, is he's not full of rage. AOC is. The other Democrats are. He's not. He even complimented Dick Cheney. He said he was a decent man. That's going to be Joe Biden's biggest problem. He's not full of this asinine rage that most of the Democrats are.
Let me tell you about
He's going to have to apologize for that.
Joe Biden's tired. He does not have the energy for this. He's not up for this challenge. They're already hiding him like they hit Hillary. They don't want him out there.
He's not angry enough.
He had to co-sponsor the Green New Deal.
That's not his personality.
He had to endorse the Green New Deal just to have his name in the same paragraph as the word new. He's so tired and just more of the same.
Yeah, last word, Matt.
Sean, what's the over-under on when Joe Biden comes out in favor of reparations? What's the over-under on when he comes out in favor of reparations?
Matt?
Just a matter of time.
No, look, this is an old, tired candidate with old, tired ideas. He had to go and carbon copy and paste these because there is no inspiration behind the Biden campaign. I hope he's who the Democrats nominate. Donald Trump will trounce him in the general election.